What is the greatest value in life? Let's listen to a story. Once upon a time, a young monk asked his master, "Master, what is the greatest value in life?" His master replied, "Go to the backyard, pick up a large stone, take it to the market, and try to sell it. If someone asks for the price, do not say a word, just extend 2 fingers. If they haggle, don't sell it and bring the stone back. That's when I'll tell you the greatest value of life." Early the next day, the young monk carried the heavy stone to the market. A housewife passing by inquired, "How much for this stone?" The young monk extended 2 fingers, and the housewife guessed $2. He shook his head. She then offered $20. The monk declined and said, "I think I'll take it back to the mountain. There are plenty of these stones." Excited by the prospect of selling a common stone for $20, he happily returned to his master and said, "Master, a housewife was willing to pay $20 for my stone today. Can you now tell me the greatest value of life?" The master replied, "Not yet, my child. Tomorrow, take the stone to the museum. If someone inquires about the price, extend your 2 fingers, and if they try to bargain, bring it back." On the 3rd day, the young monk brought the stone to the museum, attracting curious onlookers who wondered why an ordinary stone was on display. Eventually, a person asked the young monk, "How much for this stone?" The young monk, following the instructions, extended 2 fingers, and the person offered $200. The monk shook his head. The person then exclaimed, "All right, $2,000. I want to use it to carve a Buddha statue." The young monk took a step back, astonished by the offer. Following his master's guidance, he carried the stone back to the mountain and returned to his master, saying, "Master, someone was willing to pay $2,000 for my stone today. Can you now tell me the greatest value of life?" The master chuckled and replied, "Not yet, my child. Tomorrow, take the stone to an antique store. As usual, if someone inquires about the price and attempts to haggle, bring it back. This time, I'll tell you the greatest value of life." On the 4th day, the young monk brought the stone to an antique store, where people continued to speculate about its origin and value. One person couldn't resist and asked the young monk, "How much for this stone?" Still following his master's instructions, the young monk extended 2 fingers. The person initially said, $2,000, but then corrected himself, No, I meant to say $20,000. The young monk, eyes wide with amazement, shouted, "Wow!" and quickly grabbed the stone. He rushed back to the mountain to meet his master and panted, "Master, the owner of the antique store offered $20,000 for our stone today. Can you please tell me the greatest value of life now?" The master gently patted the young monk's head and lovingly said, "Child, your greatest value in life is like this stone. Depending on where you place yourself, you will be valued differently. If you present yourself in the market, you may be worth $20. If you position yourself in a museum, you could be worth $2,000. And if you place yourself in an antique store, you might be worth $20,000. The platform and context determine your worth. This story should inspire you to contemplate your life's value. How will you position yourself in life? Don't fear others looking down on you, fear looking down on yourself. Who says you have no value? Unless you treat yourself as a mere stone, stuck in the mud, no one can define your life for you. Your choices will determine the life you lead.